You are watching the fusion of Spanish with StarCraft 2 in English. Welcome to Fubsy Gamer. Good morning and welcome to another game from Fubsy Gamer. This is a game I played. It's a really short one, and I played it in a tournament against who did I play? In the national ESL, like the pre-qualifiers. And someone sent me a text. What is that? Sorry, guys. Anyways. So I joined these pre-qualifiers, just so you guys know, for those who don't know, I'm just a gold level player, so I'm not like that great at playing. But I'm learning, right? I'm getting better. Anyways, so I joined these tournaments, 512 people in the tournament, and I checked my first round. My very first match was against a guy named Masq. Now, I hope you've heard of Masq. Masq was the guy who was like the internet sensation a couple weeks ago. I think it was in the beta still, because he beat White Raw, and he beat Idra, or however you say Idra's name. But anyways, he beat them. And it was like ridiculous. Everyone was like, what? Who is this guy Masq? And like, what in the world? And so anyway, so I get paired up against him. And I'm like, what? Like, Masq? That's not... What? So I'm like, maybe it's not the real Masq, because, you know, you can have different names, and you can... Anyways, I thought, maybe it's not the real one. Maybe it's like a poser Masq. And so we were in the chat before the game, and I like typed a question, and I was like, hey, I gotta know before we play, are you the real Masq? And he was like, I guess so. And I said, like the one that beat White Raw? And then I tested him, and I was like, and the one that beat TLO? The little one? Right? Yeah, I'm sneaky like that. And Masq said, well, not TLO. And I was like, oh man, it's the real Masq. He knew he didn't beat TLO. He beat Idra. He could probably beat TLO. I don't know. Anyways, that's not up for debate. But and so my very first round was against him, and I was like, wow, that's not fair. And I started thinking to myself, you know, if these professional type players like Masq and TLO and White Raw, if they gain money, like let's say they get paid $100 every win they have, Masq is about to win the easiest $100 he's ever won. Anyways, so I decided to give it my best. I'm doing some scouting, not sure what to look for. There was definitely an intimidation factor in this game. I know there shouldn't be one. I know you should play every game the same, but I was just so nervous and so in awe. This is Masq. Like, are you kidding me? And so I was definitely a little bit more nervous than I should have been. Anyways, let's look at the builds for a second. So we're playing on Delta Quadrant. You got four. Wow. Look, I'm still intimidated right now. You have 4 places you can spawn. Looks like I'm down in the lower left position. Maybe around like 7:30 or 8 o'clock or so. Masq is up in maybe the 10 o'clock position, in the top left position. Terran, he's got his orbital command coming right after his barracks. Pretty natural play there. Got his wall going on, barracks with his reactor. Well, yeah, it's like a reactor, right? Tech lab, well, that shows how much I know about StarCraft. Tech lab and 2 supply depots. I'm just doing my normal thing. I'm supply blocking myself like a noob, because that's how I play. I usually don't supply block myself. Like, I don't know what's going on there. And look, my minerals are already spiking to like 400. Man, I was just like, I don't know what I was doing. Maybe I was drunk when I was playing or something. Anyways, stop the supply block. Drop my next pylon. I think in my mind I was going for the zealot, like the zealot push, because I'm dumb, and like, you know, I try and push zealots against Terran who's walled off. Not a good idea, guys. Like, it just doesn't work. That's why most players skip their first zealot. Well, instead of skipping my first zealot, I go for like 30 of them. Anyways, back at Masq's base, looks like he's got his orbital command pumping. Let's check the units tab. So 16 probes, and he's got 18 SCVs and a mule to my 17 probes now. So he's ahead of me, like huge in the economy. Let's check the income. Well, it's about the same. Oh, looks like he's definitely ahead. Let's go back to the units tab. I have 2 zealots. He's got a marauder and a marine. The reason, guys, you don't want to build zealots against Terran, at least not in the beginning, is because marines and marauders, especially marauders, can just kite them around all day long. In the mid game, they're not bad because they can charge and they're just meat shields. But at the beginning, most people would have skipped zealots. They wouldn't have built the second gateway. They would have gone straight for the cybernetics core. But me, I'm going for 3 gateways and then a cybernetics core. Got my gas going. Got 3 guys on gas. Here's another zealot. So now I'm up to 4 zealots. And he comes in with a marauder and a marine. And as soon as I saw the marauder, and I saw that it had slow, I knew that was game. Because there's just nothing I can do against that. He could just sit there and kite them all day long. So I decided to pull him back into my mineral line. I'm not sure what I was going to do there. I was hoping for the stalker. Anyway, so I started to push out a stalker here. I wanted to get another one, but I'm gassed. I don't have enough gas. I'm gas blocked, which is terrible. So yeah, there's nothing I can do. Masq, he's got 2 Marauders and Marine there. He's got 1 Marauder coming here. He's got his SCV there, probably waiting for the expansion. Yeah, probably gonna build an expansion there pretty soon. Nothing else really happening in his base. 2 more barracks there, and look at me, I'm toast. Like, I have nothing but zealots. So now he's got 2 Marauders and Marine, another Marauder on his way. They're just kiting me everywhere. Pretty embarrassing stuff. Finally get my Stalker out, but 1 Stalker against 3 Marauders and a Marine, not gonna survive. I should have gone a different build here. I should have done something different. I should have gone for the Stalker, and either, you know, dual gate Stalker, 3 gate Stalker, or I could have gone the Huck build, Stalker into Immortals. Immortals do great against Marines and Marauders. Anyways, I do another dumb thing right here. So I say, that's it, good game. He says, good game. And I'm thinking it's a best of 3. So I say, you have any vetoes on the next map, right? Best of 3. So which one, you know, is anyone that you don't want to play before I pick? And he says, it's only a best of 1. And I'm like, oh, yeah. I guess it's just a best of 1, because I'm a dum-dum. Anyways, you can definitely tell there was some intimidation going on. There was some, oh, I'm screwed. But, yeah, I just want to put this up there and say, I got to play Masq. How did I do? I don't think I killed a single unit. Let's check the units lost. Oh, I killed 1. I must have killed worth 50 minerals. So I must have killed a Marine or an SCV. Where's that Marine? Yeah, I must have killed the Marine. Yes! Yes, I killed something against Masq. Look at that. I'm just amazing. I'm not. But, anyways, guys, that's my video. Thanks for watching, and it was nice to meet you.